Capone loves fall in the southeast too, huh, buddy? Yeah, you're running around like a pup, and we've already done like a 1.5 miles. We went off trail because I started following a trail. Just saw a trail and just started following it, hoping it might head back to my camp, and it didn't. It kept heading further away. So now we're off trail and navigating back to camp, and he's doing great. We just came across this dry stream bed. Huh, buddy? You're doing great. This is us doing exploring, off trail stuff. Fun. Last time I went to the vet, I had her prescribe me something for him, you know, something at least minimally, what's that called? You know, a lot of stuff upsets his stomach or his kidneys, and I had her prescribe me something. I can't remember what it was. So I have that on hand, and after long walks, especially where he's doing a lot of climbing or jumping or running. Oh, look at that. I think that's the overflow campground. But anyway, I keep that on hand so that when he's active, I'll go ahead and give it to him. And actually, I've been giving it to him the last few days, and I do notice he does seem to be in less pain. But part of me doesn't want to give it to him all the time because I don't want to mask a problem. You know, if he's going to be limping or something, I kind of want to see it so that I know if he needs to go to the vet or something, right? Okay, bud, we're home. It's just over the hill. Oh, you're a good boy. It's just over the hill. Look. Oh, no, maybe I'm wrong. It looked like a clearing. Oh, I was wrong, but I can hear the road. We're really close. And I have my walking app. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm way off. Ugh. I mean, I don't know if I'm way off, but look at that. These giant trees that just topple over. It almost appears that West Virginia might be on a little bit of a drought. All these, of course it is late fall, but all these, I've been seeing a lot of dry stream beds. I even saw some really low lakes on my way here from, I see the road, Withsville, I think. That's what Google says. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I'm in, where am I? I am near White Sulfur Springs at the Greenbrier State Forest. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, see? Oh, I have to watch behind me. I just came by that branch. And I have to be careful that it doesn't snap back and get him in the eyes. Huh, bud? I gotta keep my eye out on you. I gotta keep you safe. And trust me, walking through stuff like this, he's much safer off-leash than on. So he can forge his own way. Right? Right? I try to be careful. Make sure you don't have to jump too big of logs and stuff. I have to go down there. Ugh, this looks like an easier path. Getting tired. Alright. Let me see the easiest way to get down. Without getting trapped. I see over there. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Oh, look at you. Oh, you should see some of the backpacking he used to do with me. The rock hopping. Yeah, we used to do some crazy stuff together. Huh, bud? He's a good backpacker. Good backpacking, buddy. Good co-pilot. Huh, buddy? Oh, look at how happy he looks. Pony, look at me. Capone. Capone. Yeah. Now you hear me. I have to put on my mean voice. He's happy. Okay, bud. We're almost there. Look at that. I came out right at the camping area. You see? Little help from my walking app. Also just listening for the traffic of the road and knowing which general direction I was heading. Oh, can you do that, bud? Oh, yes. Look at you, just keeping up with me. All right. This is the least worth it campground I have ever been in. It's a state forest, and in Kentucky I found a state forest with dispersed camping. What was it called? Bledsoe outside of Falls Creek Falls. Found it completely by accident. And I saw the signs when I was heading out to the National Forest. I saw the signs for this, and while I had internet, I think I looked it up real quick and saw that there was a campground. And it was closer to town, so I suspected there would be a cell signal here, and there is. I've got, I think, 1 or 2 bars of 4G. But it's $28, which is really on the high end of many of the campgrounds I stay at. No discounts or anything like that, because it's a state forest. And I only have electric. There's water in the campground, not at my site, and no dump stations. And the showers and the bathrooms are very old, and it's not a very well-kept campground. Of course, Virginia, I heard, someone told me Virginia's kind of a poor state, and I don't mind paying $28 if it's going to help preserve their open spaces. You know, and if resources are low and they can't upgrade it, like a lot of the state parks I've been in, or they can't keep it as manicured or cleaned. You know, I actually like it. I mean, I've had it, one other camper pulled in last night, a giant $150,000 Class A pulled in last night. And, but other than that, I really expected to have it to myself. Monday night, I'll probably maybe have it to myself tonight. It's a small campground, and they have garbage. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna do a video just on some of the things that you stop taking for granted when you're a full-time RVer, and this right here is one of them. Having garbage just outside my door is such a luxury. It's really, somebody asked me recently, what do you do about, well, actually, a couple people probably asked me, what do you do about garbage? And when I'm boondocking for 2 weeks at a time, I have to tie it up in sacks, and most of the time I can't leave it outside at night, so I have to bring it in. And yeah, sometimes that can smell. Oh, actually, one of the things on my shopping list is an airtight container, so at least I can store it in something airtight so I don't have to smell it. I do keep it all the way up in the cab by my my driver's seat floor, and then I close those curtains I have, and I usually don't smell it. I think when I did smell it recently, it was probably hot, and I probably had a lot of produce garbage in there, so I smelled it. But so yeah, having garbage is a luxury, because storing garbage when you're out for 2 weeks. If I can have a fire, I burn as much as I can. Of course, no plastics or anything like that. Actually, I don't have a lot of plastics. I have some cans from dog food, beans and stuff like that. My office today. I found I think this is a chestnut. I found a chestnut, although I only found one. I was thinking it might be kind of cool to get some and literally roast them over an open fire tonight. Although I had roasted chestnuts in, where was I? Budapest. Was it Budapest or Prague? Prague. At some center. Oh, I can't even remember the name of it. But they sold it. Well, they sold them all over in the streets. Maybe it was Budapest too. I tried them anyway. They weren't very good. I was a little disappointed. I don't know. But maybe I can do something different with them and they'll taste good. Beautiful day, no bugs, I can sit outside and work. Life is good. So it's my last morning at Greenbrier State Forest Campground. I've been here 3 nights, and it's been a good stay, but I'm heading back into the National Forest where I spent several days. But the problem with that site, I love it. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's quiet. It has no cell signal at all. But I've been here 3 days for the sole purpose of getting caught up on comments and emails. And so I'm pretty caught up. So I'm going to go off the grid again for a few days. And this is actually turning out to be a pretty good routine for me. I can go off the grid and kind of get my creativity going, do my videos. I'm hoping maybe to do some writing. For those of you who've been asking me to finish my John Muir blog, I have like 5 days left on that blog. I have to finish it. So maybe I kind of feel like doing some writing, and maybe I'll go and do that too. You know, being here and being on the internet and on social media and replying to the emails and the comments and everything, that takes a lot of the time and a lot of the creative energy. So it's really good for me to be able to go away for a few days and kind of get creative again. I think that's where some of my recent videos have been coming from that you've all been commenting on, and very flatteringly complimenting, and flatteringly, is that a word? So I appreciate it. I just wanted to share this experience with you about Greenbrier. Like I said, $28 is on the high end of campgrounds, and in my opinion, you don't get much here for that. It's a very small campground. The sites aren't maintained, they're uneven. I mean, it's pretty rustic, which I actually like. And I was thinking this morning, oh, it's not worth $28, and yet I've been here for 3 nights. So to me, it was worth it. I've pretty much had it to myself. I don't think there's been any night that I've been here completely by myself, but people will come in for a night and then leave. And so for the most part, I have it to myself all day. And there's nice walking around. There's a frisbee golf course up there, frisbee golf, yeah. And there's picnic areas, and there's some hiking trails. Capone and I went on a hike the other day, and so it's a nice area, and it's fall. It's beautiful. So let me show you around. Still having my coffee. This is kind of cute. So during the season, I assume that this little ranger station is open. Been tempted to sit on the porch in the rocking chairs and read, but there's actually a camera up there on the door, and I don't know. I just felt like if I sat there, I'd be watched. Big brother's always watching you. Kind of cute though, right? So here's the pump for water. So I could easily hook up my hose to this and fill up. Oh, but I started to say there is a water and dump station in the National Forest that I'm going to, and it's free. It's outside the recreation area, and I dumped my tanks and filled up my water before I left there. So I'm good. So I'm not going to fill up here. There's my campsite. It's pretty, right? Especially this time of year. So let's take a look at the bathrooms in case you ever come to this area so you know what it looks like. But first, look. I love this. Pony, look. I love this sound. I love this. Look at this. Yeah, hi buddy, it's pretty rustic, right? Oh, this is the bathroom. Oh, this isn't the shower. Yeah, look at this though. Come on, bud. Come on. Smells clean. But ew. There's a shower. Pony. My curious dog. What's in there? What is it? What is it? That tail. What is it? Come on. And this is the shower. Look how disgusting. I mean, it's not disgusting. It's clean. Hi, spider. It's clean. You know, and it probably would have been fine to shower in here, but it's also cold, so it was just nicer to turn on my heat in the rig. But yeah, just kind of ew. So you come into the campground through the State Forest Road, and it says everybody must check in, but the road is just an entrance to the whole State Forest, all the trails and picnic areas and all of that, which are free. It's just the campground you have to pay for. So I saw somebody pull up yesterday in a Jeep and just come in here and take a shower. I've only seen a ranger come through once or twice a day. So yeah, so it seems that maybe some people are taking advantage and coming and showering, using the facilities. I like it because it's rustic. I hate campgrounds, and I haven't really felt too much like I've been in a campground here, mostly because I have it all to myself. So not bad. Oh, so before I head back into the forest today, I'm going into town. I really need to do laundry and go to the post office and resupply. I probably need propane because I'm using my heat a lot now. My heater buddy, if you remember, my furnace doesn't work, so I'm using my heater buddy, so I need to fill my propane tank. And I also probably, while I'm doing it, I might as well fill my big onboard propane tank. I've been doing a lot more cooking and, well, baking at least. So I'm going to run some errands today. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I'd really like to get those done pretty early and then head back into my solitude of the forest. Okay, so people ask about driving an RV. Looking out for signs like this. It says 9.2 and I'm 10 feet and I almost turned around, but then look at the tunnel. So I don't know if they made it higher by lowering the road, which maybe they did, or the edges, I don't know, but anyway, I fit. Thank goodness. Jeez, and it seems like every day, look at those colors. It seems like every day it's getting redder. Oh, I'm so happy I'm here.